Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Flower and you'll never guess where I am. I am standing on Springer Mountain, Georgia at the southern terminus of the Appalachian Trail, mile 0. So Springer Mountain is a little bit nondescript, to be honest, except for this. The plaque that marks the beginning of the trail. So those of you that have seen my channel before, you know that this is not actually mile 0 for me. I've already done over 1,600 miles of this trail, but I was never able to get down to this southern section. So here I am, pretty excited to be doing this part of the trail that I've seen other hikers on YouTube do like a million times. So finally here. Actually drove down from New York yesterday because there's ways to get to the trail, like you can fly and take a train and take shuttles and that type of thing, but for me it was just easier to drive down. I drove to the hike in at Fontana Dam and got a shuttle from there, and in the end when I get to Davenport Gap in 239 miles I will get a shuttle back to my car and drive home. It is Wednesday, October 5th today, and I have about 17-18 days to get to Davenport Gap. So I did not do the approach trail from Amicalola Falls. I know that's kind of tradition, a lot of people do that, but I am on a time schedule and I just did not have time to add 8 more non-AT miles to my day. So started at US 42, walked a mile up to Springer Mountain, and now I'm walking back. And here's where the Benton Mackay Trail crosses the AT. Oh, you guys, this trail. You might remember that my last section was the White Mountains of New Hampshire, where every single step was a struggle and I averaged about 1 mile an hour. So this is beautiful. I just came up to Forest Service Road 251 and I came across this interesting marker. And there's nothing here now, but I think that's really cool. So I've realized that a lot of the scenery that I'm going to see on this section hike and the scenery that I'm going to show you through the video is not going to look maybe like you've seen before, because if you've watched other hikers, usually if they're going northbound, they're starting in like February, March, April, that time frame, and everything looks very, very different at that time of year. The leaves are all off the trees, everything's kind of brown. You can see further through the trees and everything, but right now it's October, we are fully leafed in, green tunnel, and the next couple of weeks though, I think we are going to see an awful lot of really lovely fall color coming through, so excited about that. But yeah, everything might just not look like you're used to. Alright, I've made it to Horse Gap and we just have one more hill to go today. We're going to make it up Sassafras Mountain, which looks like a pretty legitimate size hill. It's about, I think, a little less than 700 feet up. Alright, we've reached the top of Sassafras Mountain, and this looks like a lovely spot right here. So it was a really great first day back on trail. We started at I think 11:30 this morning and made it 12.5 miles, and it's absolutely ideal weather. It's so beautiful out here tonight. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the second day on trail. And man, I slept really, really good last night. I think part of it was that I had driven down here the day before and I ended up sleeping in my car at a rest stop, and I slept really horribly there. So I was catching up on sleep, I guess, and I slept a really long time and didn't even get on the trail until 8, which is really late for me. There were all kinds of little critters last night, rooting around in the leaves and stuff like that. Woke me up a few times, but still slept great. And another beautiful day today, no clouds in the sky. Let's go get it. So I was hiking with another guy this morning. We just kind of fell in together, and his story is so inspiring. He told me that he had lost 105 pounds since January of this year, just so that he could get out here and be on this trail, because he'd wanted to do this trail for 25 years or something. He'd always wanted to. And he's out here making it happen. And that is so, so inspiring. Sometimes I think I start to take for granted that I'm on this trail, like I'm just walking in the woods or whatever. And I just have to be reminded that this trail is a dream for so many people out there. And every day that I'm out here, even if it's not a good day on trail, I'm just so blessed. Well, I'm passing Gooch Gap, and there's a lot of really nice camping spots here if you needed a spot. All right, we finally have a view. This is our first view on trail. I honestly don't even know where I am. Possibly Ramrock Mountain, but I'm not sure. All right, Blood Mountain Wilderness, our first wilderness of this section. All right, we've made it up Preaching Rock. All right, we are just passing by Jared Gap, and it'd be really nice to stop right now. I'm kind of getting tired, but I think I'm gonna go another 1.8 miles, mostly uphill, of course, up to Slaughter Creek. Well, you guys, the forest has kind of just looked the same all day long. All right, well, I've made it to the Slaughter Creek campsite and got all set up here for the evening. Slaughter Creek is partway up Blood Mountain, and I know the names are just super inviting, but I think it has to do with some Native American battles. And for dinner tonight, we have Kathmandu curry. That sounds excellent. I just couldn't ask for a more beautiful evening to be outside camping. I hope I see you guys tomorrow.